Let's see. This one's probably better. I think I'm recording already. A lot of yellow plasma type energy around you. A lot of doors after doors after doors in a row. I came to you and you were like waiting for me. It's you, it's your DNA, and you're telling me, well, I don't know what is up with all these people. They seem to influence me. They seem to come to me. I am some sort of like a signal place for them. And they come towards me, towards my vibration, and they cause havoc, chaos. And I just walk through space all the time because I'm curious. I need to find out more for myself to figure things out. But instead, I feel like it's hard to keep the focus on one thing. Basically, what I see you and this orange, it's like amber color, transparent, like around you in swirls. And you say that it's this people from Earth. They basically lose their bodies and they come to you for healing and for help, for direction. There are interesting things. There's also a cord. It's like a cable system. When I come close, I see like a cord with little square boxes on it with certain spaces in between. It looks kind of like the beads on a thread, but that goes in that spiral motion around you also. And that is like those are little satellites that you say that you figured them out. They reflect your energy to outside, and then you become like a candle in the dark, which is supposed to attract both some people and some entities. Some entities you believe they are for cleansing for you, and the people who just lost their bodies, they were not ready to lose them, they also come to you for cleaning, for cleansing. And you are just literally, as I'm talking about it, you're trying to untangle the whole construction, because it kind of built up on this transparent spiral and hooked up on it like a road. And it goes all the way in the space. Reminds me of one strand of DNA that is wrapped around you. I'm looking inside. You're pointing at everything like you already know everything. You figure stuff out. You're saying, here's my chakra balls. I don't know why you call them balls, but there's like energy, energy spheres, different colors, rotating inside and adding to the chaos, because the spiral moves in one direction and those spheres move to the right, spiral to the left, and you're like self-propelled helicopter type thing. I'm looking. So I'm just telling you to call on anybody else, But there are like, I see rows of people, must be 25 shadows of people, disincarnated people standing right behind. There's multiple doors, and there's like, and you yourself as a door. Like, it's like the chest area is just like the energy gone there, and it's like literally looks like a door in the chest, and then they can come through you, come leave, and the entities come through you, can use one of your chakras for energy, whatever they need, and it's different frequency of each energy too, that they gravitate towards. But the whole thing just keeps you kind of like on edge. And I see at night, that's when they usually do. The entities usually come through you at night. They are disincarnated during the day, and that might send you weird sensations or dreams in your body. Um, so you feel that way. Yeah, well, when you called, there are some. They look kind of like grays, but they are white, translucent, and once I get close to them, they totally disappear. But I feel the energy still there. But they have the ability to become totally, change their vibration, become.
Mm-hmm.
It's like transparent technology,
Mm-hmm.
and the chakras are fixed on an also invisible thingy. It looks like a pole, and it looks like each pole has some sort of shelf of energetic, and it's kind of like holding them. And it's a rod, it's a pole right in the middle of the body towards the spinal cord. Um, so there are four different ones came. So two little ones, they're translucent white, and then behind they're weird looking. They're kind of like lizards with the spikes around their necks. But yeah, look like wizard, but stand up as humanoid beings. I think they are actually hybrids who serve those greys, even though they're taller than them. And you say that you know where they came from. Triangular galaxy by Andromeda galaxy. There's a lot of galaxies there. There's just like a huge, it's almost like a stargate leading to different dimensions and different universes, different spaces and places. And it seems like they're the ones who use that because it's just like right by Andromeda, but it's kind of like here. And then and I see the dragons they took. It's just information from them, Cassiopeia constellation here, and the other ones come from, there are spiral galaxies, and the grays are there. I see them they use them for for keeping some certain DNA or entities in there etherically, but they are occupying the triangular galaxy right now, and that's where they came from to you. But how did they do it?
Are they there for me to help or?
And they actually, the thing is, now there's something, there is a star, it's Miroc, or whatever it's called, yeah, CH. And And it seems like you were doing something there. It was like a more like a business trip rather than a life,
Hmm.
what you were saying. And but you are very connected to the Andromeda, you're saying, and you were looking at Andromeda configuration energetically and saw how it was smooshed in between. Um, so these two constellations basically they are Cassiopeia and that square. Oh boy, just doesn't come that name. Not the Pegasus, yeah. Um, because they were they kind of just trying to attack all the time. That's what they're doing, and they're hybridizing themselves. They hybridize themselves with the Cassiopeian one, reptilian ones to create this army. And you didn't like that, so the more humanoids are coming to develop some ways connected with technology to counteract their technology. And that's why you're constantly working. I see you constantly working at some lab. It's a round, translucent lab. The labs are interestingly, there's like a surface which is transparent. It's like glass on this star. And you have this separate round floating like ovals. And they have like a lag, but it spreads out, but it's energetic. And at the end, it looks like a suction cup, and it kind of like it. They relocate. You relocate. Mm, I see one or two of you sitting inside each lab, and it's transparent blue bubble, and you kind of move it. You constantly moving above the surface as if floating in the air. And when you need to connect to somebody, you connect first telepathically, but then you almost like physically showing your sketches or your ideas to each other by connecting to bubbles of labs, of laboratories, and creating this eight kind of shape when two bubbles connect.
Hmm.
So you can talk to each other still telepathically, but show something. And you basically came here to do the same thing because you're creating a network of people who would stay at certain places and work etherically. So you work in etheric a lot, and that's why. But what happens here is you work in etheric above the earth plane, and also over there. You're trying to figure out how dislocate triangular galaxy, how to separate it from other dwarf galaxies, you say, so it doesn't impact energetically. It's all about energies. Doesn't have the energetic impact on developing dwarf energies, dwarf galaxies.
Mm. So at the me now, is it just a piece of me? Like some people say their soul got broken because it can't
It's
fit.
it's a fragment, yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a fragment, and I see the split in three
Hmm.
there. And so one is there, another one is at some control lab, and it's in between universes. There's like a bubble of reality you created. It looks kind of, it goes in waves, and it goes like um kind of orangey, bright rusty yellowish energy, and it goes like that's just a bubble of energy. Oh, you can create them anywhere. It's just like a protective space where you create an observation center.
Hmm.
So one of your parts is safe, so it's not taken and not held by any reptilians or anybody else, malevolent beings who would use that part to pull your other parts. Let's say you decide to get out of this incarnation on Earth. If somebody holds your part, they would just your part, this part, if it's still has attachments, implants, it would go directly to the part held by those malevolent beings. So they get you each time in between lives that way. But here, I don't see them really owning you, but I do see them absorbing and recording what you do. So you are for them like a source of information and technical part, like how you do things, how you connect energies, how you figure out, and you create some. It's almost like looks like different frequency blankets. They can blanket the entire galaxy and pull it in. You program it the way so it would just go in certain direction and pull out of that. You can program some energy to that was captured into a black hole as a trap, and then you can reprogram it to go out of it. That's what basically you do. So whatever energy is entrapped, you can reprogram it to get it, so it can get itself out by itself, basically. Overlay the program.
Am I a reptilian background? Is that why they're with me all the time?
And you have those from Cassiopeia standing behind, and they're assisting those grays. Um, they did change your DNA 2.9% for the reptilian, but they were planning to do more, but then you woke up and you kind of like blocked their activity.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what you're doing now is you're just asking them what they're doing now and show you the moment where you agreed for them to be in your energy sphere and watching you as if they were students watching a doctor perform a surgery, something like this. Like, they're watching and recording constantly, and you don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they said that they got attached to you in one of the lives. I see the life, it's 16, life number 16. And I'm just looking at this life right now. I see some mountains. I see what comes to me, it's like Malaysia or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You had a
Yeah,
lot of lives in other parts too, but I see a lot of in tropics and tropical lives, like warm climate.
yeah. I was told that I was majority Asian, and this is my first life that I actually live in the Western world.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like mountains, tropics, woods, and you're very good. You're just like part, you resonate with nature to deep level. You just feel like you're part of it. You don't even feel like you're in the body when you're in this particular frequencies of nature, like tropical. And and that's where you were defending yourself from it's a tribal life, because there's like a yellow feather tribe and there is black eagle tribes are attacking you. And I see they're not truly humans. They're mostly black Draco kind of Draco reptilian hybrids, but shape-shifting into humans when they needed to. It was all about conquering the territory and pushing out good energies in those places too, where they could build the remote, faraway labs underground and then take animal DNA and mutate, and also bioweapon labs and things like that. But you were like preventing them from developing the good tribes, the positive energy tribes. So when they were attacking, I see them. Oh, that's where you have this door in the chest. That's where this, it's like an arrow goes through your chest and gets stuck in there. So this area is when you leave the body, this area is hurting in the body, and that's why you leave because your body is dead. And but that's your weak spot, the chest area. That's where they put the door, like the portal in, so they can go in and out and use you as a portal too. And also they can lure in more souls for their experiments, for their labs, from disincarnated people who got lost after they lost the body, usually tragically, unexpectedly. So you're standing in your energy sphere and you're taking off. So the air by itself is like a contract. That's what I get. You took it out and you're holding it in your hands from that life. And you actually changed the timeline there as if it never touched your body. You put a shield in front of you. And you did have some shields made out of, looks like some cork, some very thick cork of some tree. You say it's like a rubber tree or something. And it just like didn't touch your body, but you're opening a portal in your energy sphere and you're throwing out the arrow, and you're also taking off all this cable with all these little boxes. Those are programs off of your body. You're untangling it in a spiral motion. I see you did that in a big kind of like a sphere thing, and you kicked it with your foot into the portal. And then you take the rod out with the little shelves with all the 7 chakra spheres, different colors. You modify them into this interesting ways. It looks like those two blue bells connected with each other, like this. I don't know why you did that, but you fill them up with energy, and light, and light carries information, and you made them like almost like explode or sneeze, I don't know, and the informational little bubbles is everywhere around, and you shot them in space to people to spread that information. And then this energy made out of chakras you're just throwing out in the portal. And yeah, and you throw out the rod with the shelves with that energy too. And the door, you just disconnected it from the chest and threw it out too. And basically that's it. You just unveiled like that yellowish energy capsule looking thing, like laser beam or plasma type thing. I don't know what it is. Just that's the energy also. It's semi theirs, semi yours. and you try to protect yourself and change the vibration of the energy they try to put on you, and that's what caused it. But then you took this 2.9% and you cleansed, you took it out of your DNA, which has 34 strands, and you took that one out. It wasn't like an extra strand like 35, but that's created artificially. It was made out of twisted two strands of metal inserted inside, and it would just create some sort of electromagnetic field that they could possibly activate to use it against you, and also block some of your abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So you took it out, threw it in the portal also, and you're just cleansing your energy. You created like a water spiral,
Mm-hmm.
like a tornado out of water, and you're just standing inside and it's absorbing. You programmed water to absorb all the mental programs and all the emotions connected to it. So it's all like got into some pieces of sponge which are going into portal also that you keep open. And then you're done. Close the portal and push that water out there too. And basically you connected the portal to a black hole where the energy is going to be kept in there and dismantled into molecules, so nobody can use it. Um, well, that's basically it. Let's
So
see.
I don't have any more implants or nothing, right?
No, you just opened this other door, which is not connected to the black hole, and you push those grays and reptilians out too. But
Oh.
they just basically went to their triangular galaxy, which you created a protective shield around with your colleagues, as you said, and you trapped them in there for now because some of the creatures have to wait a little longer to be cleared up from this universe because there's something about the balance of energies. You can't get them all out at the same time. But yeah, no, nothing is in your energy sphere. You're absolutely clean too. Nobody's controlling you. Yeah, you can ask questions if you want.
I guess I was told that I would be healing through vibration, and I guess that's what I've been doing since you've been saying. So, do I have to do anything, or they just come to me? It seems like people do come to me, and I sometimes I don't know why.
Yeah, see, they knew that people come to you, and that's why they used it for their benefit because they wanted the disincarnated, lost souls that are wandering at the Earth's plane, the Earth's level, to come to them so they can use them. And they were using you as a lighthouse for them, basically. But yeah, but you also produce this kind of energy that people are attracted to. They feel comfortable with you. They don't feel threatened, and it's kind of like being in the warm ocean type feeling. That's why you attract them. Yeah, you naturally do that because you just carry. You've been working with frequencies a lot. You kind of know how to adjust your own frequency towards this particular person's frequency
Mm-hmm.
to help him them in more efficient way. Um, so yeah, some people just do it naturally. Well, most of us, a lot of us do it naturally. We just don't know about it. And then
Mhm.
we're wondering why people are so attracted to us on the street and everywhere we go. Um, yeah.
Okay. Um, it's my because like you said, I got awakened, and I've been working on myself. Do you see around how much more percentage I am at least? I just kind of want to gauge.
Yeah. Well, I see 69, 68, 69, and
Oh,
then
okay.
it's gonna grow because it's like it's right in front of you.
Mhm.
The problem that you didn't see those beings is because the back is still kind of, that's how I see it. It's like 100%, right? And when you awaken, it goes higher and higher and higher. You go in higher in understanding. You connect more things. You create. You build up the informational base for you to
Mhm.
make up your own to come to your own conclusions, basically. To
Mhm.
start, sorting out information which resonates or not. And so on the back, it just still has to work on.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's when it's like clears, 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 and then you're fully awake. And as I understand, when you're completely clean, and that's when a lot of people say there are different things happen to them, like they stop eating certain things, or they stop doing certain things, or abandon habits out of the blue that they couldn't abandon for a long time, and
Mhm.
things like that.
Yeah. Well, my stuff have, like I told you, stuff have been short circuiting in my house. Is that part of the symptom?
Yeah,
I fixed my.
because you were so staticky. Was that cable thingy was programs with energies going around? Remember, you're like a helicopter. One
Uh-huh.
thing was going in one direction, others another. And imagine all those people and disincarnated and entities going through you constantly. I mean, it's like you're like an electrical box yourself.
So
Yeah.
do I need to have this entity going in and out of me
No,
or
no, no. They're not gonna go through you. They shouldn't be going. You were used.
okay.
And now everything's clean. You can use yourself by yourself for yourself.
Okay,
Because
good.
all your space, that's what they do. They take our space
Hmm.
and they trick us and into agreeing for them to go into our, it's like our house. They trick you and into agreeing so they can go into your house, and they take your space, and they start kind of manipulating and controlling you. You do this, you do that, and you are not aware because that happened in the etheric
Hmm.
with your energy body, and this is your physical, and the physical body doesn't know all of it. And that's when the disbalance and all this happens. The people don't know why their life goes the wrong direction.
Hmm. Speaking of etheric, there was one night, I think on November 2nd or 3rd, I slept and the next morning I woke up, I was just so happy. Like something good happened. I was looking at the news that did something change in the world, but I was just so happy. But I know I feel everything around me is gloomy, but I myself, I was really happy. Did something happen in that strip?
It actually happens quite a bit. I mean, I'm asked this question a lot. It happens to me too. Because what we do is we come out of our bodies,
Mhm.
and we have this protocols. We put together a plan like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mhm.
And when we get to the point of accomplished, done, that's how we feel. What we do is I see we're changing the timelines.
Mhm.
A lot of them are created by AI for us, and they're negative, and
Mhm.
we're cleansing them. We're turning them into positive. And we work in groups of 4 or 5. And when we get something accomplished, that's a feeling. So you come back like a hero, we did it. And then you wake up on the body and you don't know what this feeling comes from.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay. Um, so do you? Do you see me having like a definite mission here on Earth? Is there something I was supposed to do here, or I just have to wait till the my full awakening to know?
No, it's gonna come to you. Actually, it wasn't this year, 2022. And because there's a lot of changes that are gonna happen, you're just naturally gonna gravitate towards one group of people, and you're just gonna collaborate, work with them, do something energy related.
Okay.
There's a lot of people are gonna start up different little groups, and we're just gonna exchange information and energy that way. There's gonna be more and more, because a lot of people are feeling alone right now,
Hmm.
because it's like the time has not come yet, type thing. As it's a transitional period, which is hard. In transitional period, we usually build connections,
Hmm.
and our connections are built. The right time comes energetically. All of a sudden, everything goes like fast speed. Before that, it felt like it goes forever.
Do
But
you see that I will be here in the States still after whatever that event is?
I get the yes right away.
Okay.
But you'll be able to travel. Everybody will be
Hmm.
able to travel easily. I don't feel like you're gonna go anywhere. I feel like your energy is here, and it's kind of like you're rooted here. That's what I feel.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, if you have any more questions.
Can I ask about cryptocurrency?
Yeah, you can ask anything.
Oh, so I'm kind of, my cash is kind of going down, and I've been living on my crypto. So I don't know if the crypto the ones that I invested, will it go up anytime soon, or with silver? Because, this is a weird month.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people I see when you're talking, it's like balance act
Yeah,
thingy.
yeah. Even psychics I follow, like they're changing what they're saying, and I think it's just timeline changing, but.
You know that the whole thing is going to be flipped. And not in the bad way that people would lose. I don't see people losing. That's why, I don't, I'm never worried about this.
Mhm.
But it's going to be flipped in a different way. And I don't feel like people are going to use this non-existent AI money. For some reason, that's how it comes to me.
Mhm.
But for a while, as a transitional period,
Mhm.
but then we're gonna figure out how to barter with each other. So it doesn't matter what you have, you're still
Mhm.
gonna be able to barter with others and get what you need to for living. Because I also see like we work like in those small groups. I really do. And then small groups cooperate with other small groups, and that's how we build a slow network. And
Mhm.
it's going to be more natural, more energy field of people who work together, and more energy productive and positive,
Mhm.
versus those systems like when you pronounce crypto, it's like a metallic ball with spikes to me. Like it's always the same.
Mhm.
And it doesn't matter if it's money egregory or this or Bitcoin, and anything is like, ooh, kind of like hits me like metallic wave
Oh.
of non-life type thing.
Mhm.
So once we get closer to the living in symbiotic relationship with nature, like a lot of people already do,
Mhm.
we're gonna get to this barter system slowly. I give you this, you give me that. So it's gonna be fine. Whoever accumulated whatever is can be used and transferred to back and forth and exchanged. Because there's they I see like it's almost like a transitional period
What
ahead
about
of them.
silver?
Well, silver is always silver. It's always good. You can exchange, sell it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So coins are just kind of coins. They're solid and they're something that's been used for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not virtual. It's in your hands, right? You hold it. So, but but those who don't buy all these things, I feel they're gonna be fine also. So
Mm-hmm.
because we're not gonna let the system fail anybody because the system is gonna be more like natural flow system based on our energies and our what we need, our needs, but more natural needs rather than now. Now it's like a money making machine, you know, which makes you kind of sick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with all this industries and stuff, everything's gonna be better quality and more like exchange and last for a long time and we're gonna use telepathy more and things like that. I'm gonna go towards that route.
That's good. What about twin flame? I was told I have one. I don't, you know.
It's like a part of you that is wandering and already living in this new timeline that
Mm-hmm.
you're striving to go to, and we all are
Mm-hmm.
physically walking towards. And that's what I got right away as your twin flame. And it's not in the physical body, it's not a man, no. It's just your own energy that are waiting and welcoming you to this other, to this positive timeline that this timeline we're on is gonna blend into that other one, and that's where you're gonna feel like, oh, that's all I wanted. Like I couldn't figure out what to use my energy, how to heal, how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna all come to this one dot of, oh,
Oh.
I feel totally like I know everything, and I know how I'm gonna proceed. Um, Twin flame is actually an artificially created new age approved, created, and advertised concept.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are a lot of soulmates walking around you. There are tons of them.
Oh,
They
really?
all, yeah, because we all have a lot of soulmates around. It's just a matter of tuning our frequency towards them and then tuning their frequency towards us. Because
Mm-hmm.
those are souls you meet and like you go through multiple people, like when you do sessions or healings. Some people just click with you automatically, like you understand each other, you don't even have to talk,
Mm-hmm.
and it's instant friendship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those are your soulmates because you spend some time together in etheric, in some lifetime, in some other galaxy, in some other universe, some connection already there. So you just kind of reconnect with an old friend. That's how it feels.
Mm. Okay. No, I like that. I like that.
Hmm.
I like just finding myself. That's what I keep on thinking in my head. But I was told that once I meet my twin flame, that's when I can fully, get all of my whatever I'm supposed to do. And I'm like, I don't feel it. So I'm glad
Right.
that you told me. Yeah.
Because New Age deception, they want you to wait for something always. But how about now uncovering your abilities and now believing in yourself? Because they well know that through you believing in your own abilities and yourself now, you
Hmm.
can totally use them now. Why
Okay.
wait?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. You clarified that for me. I'm like, I love it. Um, Yeah, because when you said soulmates and stuff, I had this my first boyfriend, my ex. He is he's always in my mind. I know I don't love him anymore. He keep on coming up. I try to do past life regression. I guess we had a lot of past lives together, but there was one time when I tried to cancel this contract and I saw like a gargoyle hiss at me. Was he like an AI used to detour me or something? It just bothers me. That's why I want to ask.
It's his interference. He was trying to scare you from breaking the contract. But the thing is, that's your part of the contract. It's 50-50, right? He can hold his contract as much as he wants, but he cannot hold it without you agreeing to it. And you
Uh-huh.
disagree now, so it's up to you. That's why it's easy to disconnect, really is.
Hmm.
But yeah, there are people like that when you had a lot connections, energetic connections with them.
Hmm.
But then you have this relationship when you kind of feel like you need to keep them at a distance also,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I see that. Yeah. Well then, you know, my house, I'm cleaning it. Do you see me in this house? I'm gonna sell it. You know, I was thinking of selling it, but I don't know about the market because you know the overall the atmosphere. I feel like something is gonna happen. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I don't know what it is. I just have this feeling, and I try not to be in fear. You know.
Mm, people are gonna migrate to different spots.
Okay.
Every Because I see it's almost like from above,
Uh huh.
like how animals they show migration. So a
Uh,
group goes here, that group goes over there. That place is supposed to be clean for some animals to show up. Because some animals are gonna re-emerge from the 5D who like used to be on Earth, but no longer because they don't resonate with the energies here.
mhm.
So they went instinct, but they really didn't. They
Oh,
just transitioned to high dimension and waiting for the right time to come back when we reach that level of vibration frequency. So I see you kind of move. We're not far away,
mhm,
but different area.
mhm.
I feel like this house, when you told me about the house, it's like one wheel in the middle of it and it keeps, I don't know why it is. It's like a balancing thing, like as if you were waiting to move out to find something, but you're not sure because now is not a good time to do it.
Yeah. But am I relieving some of the old energy right now at least? Because I'm really throwing a lot of stuff away. That's why.
Oh, that's what you're doing. It's like a seesaw. It's constantly
Yeah.
balancing and,
Uh-huh.
circulating. But yeah, it's gonna get stable, in all the ways, towards next summer. That's what I see, and there are a lot of people figure out a lot of things for themselves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I won't be in Vietnam anytime like for a long distance, you know.
No, no,
Um,
you are. I mean, you can create that timeline if you believe in it, but I don't see you even want it to
mhm,
do that because you just belong to this place. You're at the right place.
mhm,
Because the truth is, the United States is kind of like the headquarters of all the control. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that's how it is.
mhm,
So when we have to elevate and cleanse a lot of energy here, that's why a lot of immigrants, a lot of movement, you know, I mean, it just that's what it is to be done. Because it's gonna like spread out and gonna be one big continent at some point. That's what I see. And the continents are gonna shift and connect to others, and that's why it's gonna be easy for us to move around and
Oh, I see what
you
you're
know
saying. Okay. Okay. So maybe I would be there, but not like what's happening now.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we'll be able to travel so easily.
Uh-huh. And
So
she told me we can probably live up to 200 years. Do you see that in the future?
mm, yeah, we can live up to 300 or 400 like the other. alien species do.
Mhm.
Um, but it just depends up to you because we'll have this holographic medbed technology, you know, not right now, but later. And you
Mhm.
could change your age and do all kinds of things. But the question is, do you want to do it or not? It's up to you.
Mhm. I see. Okay. Um, yeah, I guess. And am I supposed to do healing work? Is that my future? Do you see that?
You've been doing it all your life.
Oh, yeah, when people come to me. I meant like as like a not profession, but like as a full-time thing, is that something I'm
Mm.
supposed to do or just my mission is just to live here?
Um, we're all already here. We're connected. We're energetically connected to the essence of the earth, to all the other planes of existence, to our own fragments in different incarnations. It's like a network of one essence all around. But yeah, no, it's good to actually know what you can do
Hmm.
to help because otherwise it's like your energy is not really directed and it's frustrating sometimes not to know how exactly to use it.
Hmm.
Like, but you can combine things. Like I've been in this situation too because I knew I can heal with my rainbow energy, but how do I do it if I
Hmm.
don't believe in? I felt funny about this Reiki, and I never wanted to take that course. But by doing sessions, I also heal with the rainbow energy, and so I mean you can combine things, but I feel like you're more through talking with people
Hmm.
because your voice has certain frequency also that some people need to see a clear picture about themselves. That's what I feel.
I see.
And yeah, you're just like very easy to deal with. So, and people like that sincerity and this natural behavior rather than something,
Hmm.
acting up. Yeah, a lot of people do consultations too, and it's talking through problems and things and figuring out solutions and pointing to them through they can tell you their story of their life and you can pinpoint certain aspects that this is why, and then once the person knows why he or she got certain problem, the problem is resolved. You know how it works. So people need it for that too, so
Hmm.
it depends.
I see. Okay. Well, I can do that.
Yeah,
I just
everybody needs
I don't
different.
physically want to go back to work. That's why I'm like,
Hey, nobody's gonna go back to work.
oh really? Okay. I keep on getting the number, mm, like, when I go out or talk to people, some reason the number November 9th, November 11th, and November 20th. I'm getting those three numbers. Like I feel like something's gonna happen.
Big protests, demonstrations, all this stuff
Oh,
continue going on. Oh yeah, they're gonna go well into the winter, and we're just pushing that those was their rules and regulations are pushing against the people, and people are not letting them in.
mm,
So that's like
yeah. Push up.
yeah, back and forth. That's what we feel. That's why we feel tired, and because it really does affect
Mhm.
sensitive people. Well, that's what's going on.
So I should just ground during this time. Like once I finish cleaning, I should just ground.
Uh, yeah, I feel for you, it's like the calmness and the balance of your own inside, like how you feel inside, the most important thing,
Hmm.
as for everybody anyway.
Hmm.
But just let tornado go around you, but you're inside and the calmness type thing. And then it's a waiting period. We kind of have to wait through it.
Hmm.
That's what it is.
Will there be a cold winter in my upcoming month? Because if it is, then I just want to stock up on, on, something warm. That's all.
You know, the funny thing is just what we create, really, and how we are able to counteract the effects of the machinery,
Uh,
AI technology, and things that they use to
uh-huh,
make our winters cold or warm.
uh-huh.
So there are multiple timelines. I can't really tell you how it's gonna be,
Mm,
but I feel like it's gonna be ding, 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 up and down.
oh,
So, because that's how our energy is of the world right now.
oh, I see. So
It's
I should
like
just,
everybody's like, like I see groups of people in different countries
mhm.
and they're like rising up with banners.
Oh,
No, 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 no. It's kind of funny to see, but yeah.
oh. So I should just create my reality, like you say, and just stay in abundance. Because all of a sudden lately, people have been coming to me to organize like parties, events, like they're just happy. They just want to. Is that what I should just concentrate on?
What you feel like it once in a while, maybe you want to do that.
Hmm.
But all those parties and events depends what people are there.
Yeah.
If they're positive, then it creates, good feeling. If there's one negative there, so.
Oh, I
Now
see.
that's why it's kind of hard with those group meditations also, because some people have attachments and they don't know about, and they
Uh-huh.
can cause the disharmony in a group, in a large group. That's
Oh,
why I usually do a group of two or three for myself, like, because I know those people and they're clean and all that.
mhm.
So, um,
Yeah, I don't do group meditation either. It's too complicated. Like you said, I think it's their energy vibe. I never felt good with the group meditation.
right. They all have different beliefs and frequencies connected to the beliefs and all that. I mean,
I
we're
mean,
very powerful by ourselves too, or you and somebody else whom you know well. You know,
hmm I mean, I guess does the universe want to tell me something? Give me any advice?
you yourself is the universe. That's what your subconscious tells you.
I'm
And you
so
yourself
vain.
as a universe can create micro universe in the macro space that you are in. Like you said, create your own reality.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of like your day-to-day reality created by your own thoughts and emotions that you create yourself. And you can change them, uncreate them, do whatever that is you want with your everyday life. So that's the power, and then things will come naturally. They really do.
Mm, okay. I guess I'm done. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
Sure. Interesting questions. I think it would
Yeah.
be helpful for everybody. Let me stop